I went from struggling to create a single opportunity for myself in the footballing industry to being able to connect with people and different teams from all over the world, all from the comfort of my own laptop. And I'm going to show you how you can do the exact same thing using a totally free app called LinkedIn. LinkedIn is arguably the most important app for footballers, both trying to break into the game and professionals looking to level up their career to higher heights. How exactly do you do this? Well, it's actually a lot simpler than you can imagine. Step number one is building your profile. First, ensure your profile photo and header are both professional and football related. Create a headline to share where you play and what position you are. Next step is to create a bio, including all relevant info about yourself as a player, along with relevant links such as your highlight tape and your transfer market profile, your CV, etc. Treat this profile no different than you would treat a resume for your job. Step number two is to build your network. Connect with fellow footballers, coaches, scouts, and agents within the industry. The bigger you create this network, the more opportunity will follow. When people post and interact, their things will then come up both on your feed, whether you are following the people they're interacting with or not. So the bigger your network, the more posts you'll see flooded into your feed. Step number three is crafting a personalized message. Once you've connected with someone, ask yourself a couple important questions before crafting this message. First question you want to ask is reaching out to this given person realistic? I'm not saying don't shoot for the stars, but you need to be realistic when approaching these people. If you're coming out of a community college, probably shouldn't be reaching out to Manchester United scout right off the bat, but be realistic with the resume that you have to maximize your chances within the networks that you create. The second question that you need to ask is, do you have everything ready that this person might ask of you? Things like a highlight tape, a transfer market profile, a CV, or full game footage even. You don't want to waste someone's time and you don't want your own time wasted. So be prepared. Now that you're ready, write a little message introducing yourself. Here's an example of a message that I used to use coming straight out of college. Hello, coach. I'm a former All-Canadian striker winger interested in playing for your team. I finished my last season with 15 goals in 13 games and believe I could be a valuable addition to your team. I have my highlight tape and CV below. Look forward to hearing from you. No, you do not need to make it word for word like this. The point is just to make it as short and to the point as possible. Next step would be to make some posts. When making these posts, try and use keywords with it. So for a position, I'm a striker. I scored goals. I play in this league. These things will show up on more and more feeds. So you want to try and aim to include as many of these as possible in the posts. This updates your network regularly with what is going on. So I encourage you, when relevant, to do this as much as possible. I've had instances where coaches have not responded to my direct messages, and only after posting about being involved with a more notable league did I suddenly wake up to a message from them. Step 5 is following up. We're only human. Sometimes we miss messages, and you got to take these things into consideration, especially when these people receive so many different messages from so many different people. If you do not get a respond, use a quick little message such as, hello, just wanted to follow up on my last message and see if there was any further information I could provide you. One thing that I think needs to be mentioned is patience. You need to have patience with this. You can send a lot of messages and not get responses for most of them. Sometimes people will answer and then they'll go weeks without responding. I've had people that message me and respond nearly a month after. Sometimes they respond within 15 minutes. It's just how the game goes. Just do your part and be patient. The best part about this process is that there really isn't an end goal. You can always continue to grow this network and make it bigger. Using LinkedIn, and the entire reason why I'm making this video, is that it puts a lot more power back in your hands. Let this be a wake-up call for you to realize that your goals really are achievable and the opportunity of a lifetime is really only a couple clicks away.